الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن استنى بسنة إلى يوم الدين. All praise is due to Allah, and may Allah's peace and blessings be on His last messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and on all those who follow the path of righteousness until the last day. The Muslim character. The Muslim character is something which each and every one of us should be aware of, because it is the fruit of Islam. The tree is the various practices that have been made obligatory for us, recommended for us, the things that we have been told to avoid, things which have been expressed as being disliked by Allah or by His Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When we obey Allah's commands and the commands of His Messenger, and we practice Islam, the pillars of Islam and Iman and Ihsan, the fruit of all of that is the good character, the good Muslim character. And this is why when Aisha radiallahu anha was asked about the character of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, she replied that his character was the Qur'an. His character, if you wanted to know the character of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, read the Qur'an. And we all know that his life represented a clarification of the Qur'an for us, in practical terms, applying the Qur'an. As Allah said, وَأَنزَلْنَا إِلَيْكَ الذِّكْرَ لِتُبَيِّنَ لِلنَّاسِ مَا نُزِّلَ إِلَيْهِمْ. And we have revealed to you, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the reminder, the Qur'an, in order that you would clarify for the people what was revealed for them. So it is not surprising to hear Aisha radiallahu anha say that his character was the Qur'an. And it's also not surprising to hear the Prophet ﷺ saying to us, إِنَّمَا بُعِثْتُ لِأُتَمِّمَ مَكَارِمَ الْأَخْلَاقِ, that indeed I was sent to perfect for you the highest of moral character traits. That the essence of Islam, the essence of the message which I am bringing, is about good moral character. That is the essence. This is what Islam calls to. And this is why the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ also said, Al-bir husnul khuluq, righteousness is good character. Wal-ithn ma haka fi nafsik wa karihta an yattali alayhi an-nas. And sin is what your heart feels uncomfortable about, and you are shy that people should find out about it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Qur'an addressed the Prophet ﷺ saying, إِنَّكَ لَعَلَى خُلُقٍ عَظِيمٍ. Indeed, you are of magnificent character. And of course what has happened is that the scholars of tafsir explained that khuluq here is actually deen, that you have with you, or the deen or the religion that you're following, the religion which Allah has prescribed, it is the magnificent religion. So Allah describes or used the term khuluq to describe the religion. So all of that tells us, when we reflect on these verses of the Qur'an, these statements of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, that character is of the utmost importance. That it is essential for us to grasp and to understand what constitutes Muslim character. And that our lives should be guided by it. That we, in the world today, should be noted for our outstanding moral character, and not, as we are noted today, for the worst of character traits. Unfortunately, wherever I have traveled in the world, in most of the places, I find that the Muslims, the local Muslims, are looked upon by the masses of the people amongst whom they are, or they live, especially where they are in minorities. They're looked upon as having very bad character. Or even if they don't have Muslims amongst them, and they're looking at other countries which are Muslim countries, they find them practicing all kinds of practices which they consider to be of bad character, and which anyone honest in looking at these practices would have to say, yes, these are bad characteristics. For example, when I traveled in Central America, in Belize, Nicaragua, Puerto Rico, I found that the local people referred to the Muslims who were amongst them, Muslims who had emigrated there from Palestine, Syria, Lebanon. They were referred to there as the burning Turks. This was the term they used for them, the burning Turks. I was asking, what is this? Burning Turks, what is this? Well, of course, Turk was a term used by the West to refer to Muslims. This Turk became synonymous with Muslims. Burning, why? Because the Muslims were known in that area that whenever their businesses were going bad, their businesses weren't working out, they would burn down their businesses and collect the insurance. That's what they were known for. So they were called burning Turks. And they were gangsters. You know, I met a number of them carrying all kinds of weapons. They were known in the society as gangsters, involved in shady deals. And I find Muslims, for example, in Jordan, Muslims in Pakistan, they're known as honor killers. They kill their women out of honor, for the sake of the honor of the family. It's a part of law in Jordan that if a male kills a woman because he suspects her of some kind of infidelity, that they will not apply the full force of the law on him. It's called an honor killing, and it is also prevalent in Pakistan. And it's not from Islam. It is not a part of Islam. A man kills a woman, according to Islamic law, he is to be killed. There's no honor killing. There's no honor in murder in Islam. There's no such thing. But Muslims today are noted for it. It's in the front page news. I've seen it in the the first page of a number of newspapers, especially recently. Muslims are known as Shriners, going to all these shrines, praying to the dead. They're known as bride burners, setting their wives on fire when they don't pay the dowries that they expect to be paid in India, in Bangladesh, and in Pakistan. And they're known as terrorists internationally. Violent, bloodthirsty. I mean, these are the kind of terms which are used to refer to Muslims today. In many cases, these terms are correct. When we actually look at the track record of Muslims today, we would have to say what is being said about Muslims today is true. Muslims have lost touch with Islam and the character which Islam builds. On the other hand, from my experience in the